Hello and welcome to episode 7 of Attraction Faction. My name is Tyler.
My name is Katrina. And we have a special guest with us today. And we have Tyler's little sister, Kendall.
Hi.
Hello. Good to have you, Kendall. Good to see you.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
Of course. Today's show, we're going to talk about the 60th anniversary decorations at Disneyland.
A new addition, the Hatbox Ghost to the Haunted Mansion.
We're going to talk about the Grizzly Peak, the new overlay stuff, the new theming at California Adventure.
And then Kendall's trip to Universal Studios Hollywood.
And I'll take you on a voyage to the Iron Reef at Knott's Berry Farm. Haha. So first of all, here we are, Kendall. Here's all the new, they're putting up decorations everywhere, all around the Disneyland Resort for the new 60th anniversary. They're basically just blue and white banners, but started with the castle, now it's spreading everywhere else. It's good to see it all. It really makes me excited for the 24-hour day on the 22nd.
Yeah,
so,
I like the little additions above this area by the train. I thought that was a really good thing when you walk underneath.
Yeah, and it looks like they're going to hang a banner there or something, and of course it's just...
Yeah, they have a rod ready.
Yeah, of course all the diamonds everywhere, so... yeah, what do you think, Kendall? As somebody who hasn't seen these things yet.
I know, it's all new to me. I don't know, I really like the diamonds. It just adds like a special flair, and to have it all over the park, even in between Disneyland and California Adventure, you know, those little things, I think that adds like a special touch and brings everybody closer to what's happening inside the parks.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely makes me excited. I'm ready for all this stuff. And they even got the little some of the transportation in on it. Some of the bus actually has a little diamond on it, as I'll show you in a second. And we zoom in here. This guy's nice enough to stop for us. And they're even doing some new windows on Main Street. If anybody has seen the dioramas, right now they're doing they're changing them over. They're making them animated. They're going to look really cool. So I think they're going to have a Frozen window and a Princess and the Frog window. I'm not sure what else, but yeah, they're coming soon, probably on the 22nd. And here's the castle in all of its glory. I don't think you've seen it with all the 60th anniversary decorations, right, Kendall?
I haven't. I like it a lot. It's a lot brighter.
It's definitely really shiny.
And it's still a lot smaller than I remember from last time. It's always going to be smaller.
Well, yeah, it's a tiny little castle. That's definitely for sure. I'm not going to lie, but I think one of the Florida guys was making fun of me one time for how small the castle was. But we like it anyway.
We do.
We like it.
We get to walk in
Yeah.
it.
And the Mark Twain, of course, has its banners on, no doubt. Yeah, I like the celebration. I know you've said that already, but it makes me excited, and I like the whole celebration aspect.
And here we are over at Disney California Adventure, just checking out their area, what they've added. Same banners.
Yep.
Same exact banners.
I wasn't sure if they were going to do much for California Adventure, since obviously California Adventure isn't 60 years old, but yeah, I guess they're just celebrating the whole resort as a whole, which is a good thing.
Yeah, I really like the additions that are going to be coming to Carthy Circle, but we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we're gonna check that out in a second, but there's just basically more banners. I don't know. I guess I don't know what else to say about it. It just is nice to see the decorations and Carthay Circle. It's got the diamonds on it, and since I had this shot, they've added the Disneyland crest on the front of it. But anyway.
And then here is the line to get to the Hatbox Ghost. We came on the 16th when they opened it, and we got there early in the morning, and this was the hustle and bustle trying to get to the Haunted Mansion. And it was crazy. And then look at the line.
Yeah,
It was a good, I would say like a 40-minute wait for us. But it was definitely worth it.
For those that don't know, the Hatbox Ghost was a figure that was put in the Haunted Mansion right in the beginning, and a few days after about 45 years ago, a few days after the ride opened, they had to get rid of it because it didn't work properly, or it didn't work how they expected, I guess. But they opened up the Fast Pass, actually, which they don't always do, obviously, for Haunted Mansion, and tons of people were just going straight back for a Fast Pass immediately, like
Smart
even
thing
in
to
line.
do.
We were doing the same thing. So here we go, entering the Haunted Mansion now, and Other than the Hatbox Ghost, the ride was pretty much the same. Don't you think so?
Oh yeah, it was exactly the same.
Yeah.
The only thing that's new is just the sound effects that you can kind of anticipate when you're in the attic.
Yeah. And you can go and check out our Hatbox Ghost video to see the rest or to see a closer version or closer up. But here he is in all of his glory. He's kind of a mix of animatronic and projection, and I don't know what I think he looks pretty cool.
He's amazing. When we went on it the third time, it's just really cool how the smoke from the face goes to the chest to the box. It's amazing.
Yeah,
the eyes and the golden tooth.
Another new thing for you, Kendall. I mean,
what do you think?
I'm curious to know how they did it 45 years ago, because this is so updated with technology and everything. Like,
yeah.
I have no clue how they did this 45 years ago.
You can see how it didn't work 45 years ago.
100% see why it did not work 45 years ago.
Yeah, but here he is, and they've had the construction wall up for a while, and we finally have the answer.
So where is this on the ride?
This is right after the bride, after the attic.
Okay.
Right after the attic, right after the bride, and of course... Hurry back! Well, this isn't the bride, but yeah. She looks like the bride. You're right.
I was like, "There's a bride."
Yeah, no.
This is on the way out.
This is on the way out.
On the way out. I do know my Disney rides.
Yeah.
I do know my Disney rides.
And she's all like, "Hurry back!"
Yes.
Anyway, so we're checking out Grizzly Peak over at. It just opened up over at California Adventure. They rethemed the Condor Flats area for anybody that remembers it.
Yeah.
And they've just taken a lot of oranges and blues and metallics and made them into greens and browns.
Yeah, earthly colors. And can I just point this out? When I first watched this, like the full video on YouTube, it totally reminded me of Oregon, like Northern California with the rain.
So it's raining.
I know, because the rain, the colors, the trees, and everything.
Yeah.
It was like, oh wow, this looks really cool.
Yeah, right. And here's one remainder of the Condor Flats area, the Condor Gas, and there is not really much else remaining from the theming there, but along with the new theming, they've brought in the Smokey the Bear stuff. They've got poppy seeds. They've got sequoias you can plant. And they've got this stuff.
I like that sweatshirt.
Yeah, California sweatshirt.
Might have to go purchase that.
Humphrey is a bear, an old Disney bear. So that's a callback to the old Disney bear Humphrey. And they have on the outside of Humphrey's, they have why not? They got teach you how to knot. You know how to knot anything? You were in Girl Scouts, weren't you?
I actually know how to knot from my theater classes. Oddly enough, they taught me how to knot.
Because they teach you staging stuff?
You know, I know how to hang stuff.
Got you. Well, that's good.
40 knots.
And even this car, you can, if you're standing next to it, you can hear the radio, and it's playing music like "Let's Get Together" is one of the things that plays from the Parent Trap, even. Yeah, which is
one of the Parent Trap.
I know, yeah. And this is a map. This is actually kind of a cool little map because it shows you, like, you are here and stuff. And some of these things are not real, obviously, but this is actually Grizzly River Rapids. If you look here, you can see the Bat Cave and the wheel and the drops, the different waterfalls. So, pretty cool. Different restroom.
It is really raining.
It's really raining.
The more I look at this, the more I'm like, what state are we in?
Yeah.
Not the California I know and love.
Well, you know, it was 9 a.m. and I had to get this stuff filmed, so I went and bought an umbrella and I filmed it. So that's just, you know, that's what happened.
Power to you.
I think they did a really great job with redecorating all of this and retheming it because it totally ties in with the hotel.
Yeah, exactly. It ties in with the hotel.
Like a sore thumb.
It ties in with the Redwood playground.
It's very Northern California.
Yes, it is. Yeah, and it ties in with the ride, Grizzly River Rapids, as well. So it's just they really made the whole area cohesive, and it makes a lot more sense now, I think. And just, you know, Soarin' looks great. I think it looks better green, actually. And the tower, I think it looks a lot better without it used to have a rocket ship there in the tower.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, the
Why
tower
was there
has
a rocket
replaced
ship?
it. Because,
Huh.
I don't know. I'm not exactly sure.
Well, now it's more themed.
Yeah, now it's just better. And I think it's better anyway. Definitely a lot of firefighter stuff. It's mostly firefighter things. And speaking of firefighters, if you want to see a closer look at the Smoke Jumpers Lodge, we have a video of that too on YouTube. And this is actually some Bambi art.
That's so sad.
That was some Bambi art right there, and I'll show it close up here. But you can see it actually says Walt Disney Production in the corner, and that was some very old Bambi art that was created for Bambi. So it's cool to have that. And Junior Rangers parking. There's got to be Junior Rangers parking. So. And basically, I just wanted to point out to you that all they really did to Soarin', it's the same ride. They have new projectors and they have a new screen. They rebuilt the screens, so that's really the only difference on the new Soarin'. If you were curious to see it in
Does
a
it make
brighter,
you feel more like you're actually flying?
a little bit.
Do they still have all the scents?
Oh.
Can you smell?
Yeah, you can
all
still
the-
smell
that's the
everything,
best
right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then the cat.
Yeah,
Our sweet cat.
our sweet cat that we saw all the time before, and we were worried about the construction scaring him away, her away, but she's still there. Great. So it's awesome.
And off to Universal
This is my
Studios
favorite
Hollywood.
video. This is my favorite video. It is so funny.
This is over at Universal Studios Hollywood. Kendall and I went for a day to go on a trip. She had never seen Springfield before. Look at these guys.
Cracks
We
me up.
I wanted to show her Springfield. I wanted to get her ideas on some of this stuff. First of all, they added Chief Wiggum and they added Sideshow Bob. You'll see those pictures in a second, but I wanted to let Kendall speak here and hear what she thought about Springfield.
Yeah, I'm so caught up in this mummy video that I can't even think of Springfield. But anyways, I really like Springfield. We went on a Tuesday or something, so it wasn't crowded at all in the park, but I feel like Springfield was the place where it was most, like, happening. There were so many people in Springfield, and it was just, like, a new attraction that was so interesting for me to see because, you know, it wasn't the same old Universal that I had been to so many times before. It was so new and so intriguing.
Right.
And the food is amazing.
Yeah, what do you think of? Well, we'll get to the food in a second,
that's true.
but yeah, this is a couple. Chief Wiggum is brand new, like I said, and something that's different than the Florida version is here they're matted. The characters are matted, so they're not as shiny. They're not as weird looking, if you ask me. They're super shiny in Florida, but here they've got a better texture. And of course, you can see Chief Wiggum's car smoking. And
Sideshow Bob.
Yeah, Sideshow Bob escaping, and because he escaped, we were lucky enough to get a picture of you with him.
Yeah, he's super tall.
He's
And
super
like,
duper
but it's
tall.
wondering, I'm 5'7", and he's like 10 feet.
This
That's-
is why,
oh, there I am.
this is why I included this picture because he's super
He's
duper
so tall.
Yeah,
He's like a good full person taller than me.
yeah, he really is.
He's a gentleman.
So you got the thrilled to be he's a gentleman.
He's a gentleman.
Well, you got the thrilled to be grilled chicken sandwich here at
Yes.
Cletus's. What'd you think?
I liked it. I mean, they weren't like trying to overdo it and make it fancy or anything, which is what I really appreciate because it was just like a good old chicken sandwich.
With like some barbecue
yeah,
aioli, right?
and we got it on the side, so it wasn't.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't everywhere, but
I thought it was pretty good too.
I liked it. The chicken was really good. The bread was fine. I mean, I have no complaints. The fries were so good.
They
Yeah,
do
so
have
I
those
was
waffle
starving
fries.
too. I inhaled that. I was so
Yeah.
hungry.
Right.
Yes.
So next up, we got some donuts too, and I've talked to you a little bit about the maple bacon donut, and I've talked about the Cocoa Puff donut to you guys before, I believe, which are both pretty good. I think the Cocoa Puffs go stale before the rest of the donut.
Eat them fast.
But anyway, I wanted Kendall to talk about the s'mores and the...
Yeah, Butterfinger.
Yeah.
I loved the Butterfinger one was my favorite, and I actually took it home to one of my friends, and she loved the Butterfinger one, so I definitely recommend that. The s'mores one was definitely more adventurous and had a lot on it. It's very filling, so just be aware of that. But I definitely recommend them both.
Right, and we of course cannot have a day at Universal without going to see Waterworld, so here you go. And I just wanted to point out you can watch the full stunt show on our channel if you wanted to see it. And this is Kendall. This is your favorite show.
This is my favorite show. I think one day we saw it 2 times, 3 times in a day.
Yeah.
I don't know. I love it. I think it's so interesting, and it's a live performance, so it changes every time.
Yeah, it really is kind of different every time. We had a little
they're
mess
so
up.
funny. They interact with the audience, and that's
Yeah.
like always a plus. Always fun to see.
I
But
agree.
Love it.
Yeah. So next up is my turn. I took a voyage to the Iron Reef all by myself. Nobody else has been on this ride, so I'm going to talk to you guys about it. This is at Knott's Berry Farm. This is kind of this is where the dinosaur ride used to be, where the Berry Tales ride used to be, and it all starts off with this old gentleman here who was just doing nothing but fishing, and his boat was under attack by an iron reef. I guess.
Nice one.
I guess it's an iron kraken thing with a crab guy, but this ride, if you have ever been on Toy Story Midway Mania, it's kind of like that, guys. It's a little bit like that ride, and except it's more action packed. You're fighting off bad guys instead
So it's
of
like a game.
yeah, it's a game.
Okay.
Right. Sorry. Yes, it's a game where there's 4 people in each car, as you can see, and they give you a gun, and at the end of the game, they give each person a score, and that's basically it. As you can see, the they're kind of they start open like this, and then when you sit down, they completely close up. It's actually a pretty cool device, and I was actually more impressed with this ride than I expected. I really was not expecting that much, and it ended up kind of really impressing me. So basically, it's like a 3D. There's 3D screens mixed with 2D, or not 2D. I'm sorry. There's 3D screens mixed with real live sets. So some of the sets, are actually there. Some of them are on camera, or some of them are on projectors, and you go through this area with your buddies and try and get the highest score you can. So it's really cool. It's a little bit hard to see on the camera here, but it's all 3D, and you're fighting, trying to save the theme park. What do you guys think this looks interesting?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like tied into like Transformers /
Yeah.
Midway, like Toy Story Midway Mania.
Right, yeah, because you go around a corner and then all of a sudden you're on the next screen. It's kind of cool because Midway Mania is more like, here's 4 distinct little games. This is like,
it's not like a story. I feel like this is more of a story.
yeah, this is a story and this is an adventure, and I think that's a cool thing that's distinctive about it. And
oh, that's kind of like Space Mountain.
yeah, a little bit.
Of.
A little bit. Yeah, I could see that. I could see
Getting
the
ready to
Space
launch.
Mountain.
Yeah.
But yeah, the old man is talking to you the whole time, and he's like, "Oh, you better watch out because this and that," and like, obviously, yeah. Here's the big Kraken, and this ride really impressed me. I got to be honest, guys. It really was more fun than I was expecting.
Doubts.
I did.
You
I
had
did
your
because
doubts.
you know what? I've been on rides by the people. I've been on attractions by these people before. The people that made this attraction, and they weren't always impressive, to be honest. But this was really cool, and it was a good, worthy successor. And like I told you guys before, they give you points at the end. And Kendall's laughing at my
Yeah,
photo.
your photo, nice.
Well, I don't know when they're taking a photo of
I just
me.
think it's funny how they have individual photos. Like it's just you.
Well, because
They do that
nobody
with
sat
Buzz
with me.
Lightyear.
Nobody wanted to
It's
sit
two
with
of
me.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody wanted to sit with me though. And then they also have these screens at the end that'll show you like best scores of the week, best scores of the year. This was the only one that was working, so I took a picture of this one. But besides that, they also reopened the store next year.
Shop.
Yeah, and they call it the Nautilus now. And I didn't get a lot of it is just kind of standard stuff you could buy at a lot of places, but there's also T-shirts for Iron Reef and things like that. And I picked up these things. I showed you guys earlier, but got the shot glasses or the shot glass, got the mug, and I got the pin. The pin was a pass holder thing only, but yeah, I don't know. I had a really fun time, and I want to go back on it.
Fun. I want to come.
Yeah.
Take me.
Yeah, I'll take you. Let's do it. Let's go. So that's going to be it for episode 7 of Attraction Faction, guys. Thank you so much for joining us.
And make sure you keep up to date with our Twitter and our Facebook because we're going to be heading to Disneyland on Friday to see the 60th anniversary.
Yeah, and subscribe to us on YouTube as well. And so be there this weekend because it's going to be a busy weekend.
It is going to be awesome.
We're going to be showing you, uploading all sorts of things from the parks, and it should be fun. And then next Wednesday, we'll have a lot to say about it, I guarantee.
Lots of videos and pictures, I'm sure. 24-hour day.
Yeah, Kendall, hopefully you join us at Disneyland and things sometime.
I know. Well, wait till I turn 21, and I will be right there with you.
Then we'll take you to our favorite bartenders
It's
and
the
whatnot.
countdown.
Yeah.
It's the countdown.
Maybe that'll be another episode.
2 months.
Yeah, 2 months.
2 months and counting.
All right. Well, that's going to be it. As I said, my name is Tyler.
My name is Katrina.
This is Kendall, my sister.
And I'm Kendall.
Yay. Thank you so much, Kendall, again.
Of course.
And we'll see you all next week.